Divam, I believe you're getting lots and lots of queries on your green ethical range of products. Happy to join you in this session and take up all your questions and extend more credibility to the entire process. Hi, I'm Abdul Hadi Sheikh, the CEO and co-founder of Islamicly.com. Islamicly is a premier research organization having a technology platform called Islamicly.com. It's an app available on the App Store. In addition to providing B2B services and B2C services for retail consumers to absorb Sharia advisory in the most cutting edge format, as well as the most updated information on Sharia compliance. We have partnered with Green Portfolio to offer an innovative range of Sharia compliant asset classes wherein Islamically powers and governs the Sharia standards and the Sharia methodology, and Green Portfolio, with its expertise in fund management, is providing platforms and resources so that Indian investors who are ethical, who are looking out for Sharia compliant products, can now access Indian equities in a Sharia compliant manner via the green ethical range of products. Today, we are connected with Divam. Divam is the CEO and co-founder of Green Portfolio. Divam has had a very interesting journey that I have been following since we launched the Islamicly app. We've been looking to partner with an asset manager who is innovative, consistent, regulatory compliant, and Divam fit the bill precisely. Green Portfolio with Divam has been doing phenomenally well. I have been looking at Green Portfolio for quite a while, and I have noticed that they have been around since the year 2018, has had a great, phenomenal success, having serviced more than 50,000 investors till date, and they are now managing about 800 crores in assets. Out of this, 3,000 investors have accessed the Islamic portfolio that has been created by Green Portfolio. So the green ethical range of products have serviced 3,000 plus investors in the past 1.5 years that they have launched. And we've had a phenomenal feedback for Green Portfolio. Investors seem to be happy. There are absolutely no complaints. Out of this, 3,000 investors have taken the advantage and benefited from the expertise of Green Portfolio with these ethical range of products, partnering with Islamicly, and the feedback has just been phenomenal. Lately, many of you have been asking very intriguing and valid questions on the Sharia compliance of the Green Portfolio's ethical range of products. Me and Divam today will try and take all your questions and give you a well-rounded view as to how is the governance, how is the compliance, and how is the monitoring of these green ethical range of products being done with Islamicly and with Green Portfolio.
Well, thank you so much, Abdul, for your kind introduction. And thank you so much for joining us today to address the queries related to our investors for our Green Ethical series of products. First of all, I would like to express my deep gratitude and respect to you and Team Islamicly for the work that you guys are doing to empower the faith-conscious investors. It's been all because of your trust and support that we have been able to offer our services and green ethical products to over 3,000 investors now. For our ethical offerings, we deeply respect the principles of Islamic investing and deeply follow the principles of Sharia investing. And I think that's why our partnership with Islamicly is pretty important, as you guys guide us with authenticity and transparency in our ethical offerings. And that's why we've been able to deliver such kind of results in the ethical products. I appreciate the opportunity that you guys have given us to address the queries related to how green ethical small cases and green ethical PMS have been able to deliver Sharia compliant products. And I am happy and eager to address all your queries.
Divam, I believe you must be bombed with questions from your users asking you that you are running an ethical portfolio in compliance with a certain principle. You must be asked, how can you ensure governance given your ethical background is different from the portfolio that you're running? I'll answer that.
Yes, please.
Green Ethical Portfolio is fully certified by a reputed board of Sharia scholars. These scholars have been top of the line, internationally reputed, and have massive experience behind them. We extend that entire knowledge base to you. In addition, your product is fully certified by the Sharia board. Also, your product is subject to periodic audits, for which you will also be awarded Sharia compliance certificates on a periodic basis. These certificates will give you assurance and your investors the assurance that the highest level of Sharia governance has been input into the product design, as well as you have also maintained the Sharia principles in your outlay, as well as all your investment activities. The Sharia certificate will tell you whether the fund is or the product is in full compliance with Sharia laws, as well as will also talk about the purification which needs to be done, which is a critical factor to account for in your outreach to your investors.
Abdul, I would want to understand from you, as per the Sharia principles, is our green ethical portfolio truly halal?
Yes, your portfolio is fully 100% Sharia compliant, is what we would say. Yes, it is 100% halal as well. How do we ascertain whether this is fully Sharia compliant or fully halal, as they call it? The Sharia compliance certificate, which has been given to each product, certifies and signifies that this has gone through a rigorous process of review by the top Sharia scholars in the world, and they have accorded compliance certification to your product. In addition, while you maintain the product, we also conduct semi-annual audits to ensure the exact running of the product by yourself is in Sharia compliance. So we're not trusting you. We are checking and we are auditing and presenting the audit findings to the Sharia board. The Sharia board goes through that and then accords a semi-annual audit fatwa. That fatwa is also available on the platform. In addition to that, the fatwa also talks about any deviation and if there's any purification required on the portfolio. That's how you ensure that your portfolio is 100% Sharia compliant, and all ethical investors looking to invest in Sharia compliant portfolios or the Sharia compliant range of products offered by Green Portfolio can be assured of it being 100% Sharia compliant. Purification is a very challenging thing for a lot of people. What are your views and what has been the most important, pertinent question that has been asked to you on the purification side?
Yes, a lot of people ask us how to purify their investments. Can you guide us on how investors can purify their investments?
As I said, the Sharia certificate that you've received on a semi-annual basis after the audits have been completed will signify the purification amount that your investor has to purify. This is an audited number and approved by the Sharia board, and hence the investor can be having a peace of mind that the amount given is audited and certified by a board of scholar, and he just needs to purify that value. You would be wondering, why would a Sharia compliant stock reviewed rigorously through our process change compliance? That's a peculiar thing about Sharia screening. It is dynamic in nature. It is not static in nature. The ratios affect the changes in compliance. The business composition of the stock changes its compliance as well. Islamicly continuously monitors the Sharia compliance of every stock on a periodic basis, a well-defined periodic basis, and then gives you the latest list of stocks which are Sharia compliant. So if you have a stock in your portfolio which changes compliance, what would you do with that? We'd like to hear that. Let me first tell you from a Sharia perspective, what is the ruling if a stock changes Sharia compliance? So if a stock changes Sharia compliance, the scholars generally allow about 90 days for you to stay invested in that stock. Beyond the 90 days is when you need to mandatorily exit. In simple words, you have a 90 days grace period. Beyond the 90-day period is when you've got to exit that stock. Any gain that you get out of a stock, if you're still invested beyond the 90-day period, needs to be purified. And this will be taken care of in our audit statements as well. What is your view from a fund management perspective that when such a scenario occurs, what would you do in a case where a stock changes Sharia compliance?
Right, Abdul. As you mentioned, some stocks become non-compliant after investing, and investors do have 90 days window to exit those non-compliant stocks. Our research team keeps on regularly identifying new opportunities basis our thorough research, and we keep on identifying the compliance of Sharia principles in these new stocks, and we end up replacing the non-compliant stocks with these new investing opportunities in our portfolios.
You are selling a small case. Why is it not available on the small case platform?
So, Abdul, as you know, we are offering green ethical small cases and PMS in exclusivity with Islamicly.com and Green Portfolio. And we want to maintain that exclusivity. And that's why we have decided not to go with including our offerings on small case platform and do it exclusively in collaboration with Islamicly and Green Portfolio.
All of this sounds very exciting. News has spread all over the world. A lot of people from outside India, international investors, also seem to be interested in your offering. So the question is this available for international investors or just Indians?
Yes, absolutely. We have launched these green ethical small cases and PMS with an intent to ensure that our offerings are given to entire set of investors who want to invest, be it from India or from abroad. And anyone who wants to invest in our small cases and have a demat account through our partner broker can invest in green ethical small cases, as well as if you want to invest in our portfolio management services, you can open a PIS, that is a portfolio investment scheme, through linking it with your NRE or NRO account and open a PMS account with us. So yes, our PMS and small case offerings of green ethical can be offered to NRIs and international investors as well.
All right. If I have to invest in this portfolio, I had a question regarding the subscription amount. Is it included in the minimum investment amount or is it outside it?
No, Abdul. So the minimum investment amount is the amount that you need to invest initially to get started. Say for green ethical small cases, the minimum investment amount is 40,000. So in investing in green ethical small case, you have to initially put a corpus of 40,000 to begin. And this 6,000 plus taxes is the subscription fees that we charge for our services, wherein we provide you with timely and regular updates and communications.
After the success of the green ethical portfolio, you have also launched a PMS offering. I believe this is one of the very few PMS offerings in the Indian market which has got a Sharia compliance certification as well. So you've been able to draw up a PMS which complies with the Sharia principles of investing. Can you tell us more about this PMS offering? Because a lot of large investors are maybe looking out for such services, or this could be more ideal for them rather than the green ethical portfolio. So can you share a few snippets as to what is this offering and how can the users benefit from this?
So it has become a product which is genuinely appreciated and loved by the investor base who want to genuinely invest in Sharia compliant product. So it has become a product which has gained tremendous confidence from investors who are seeking investing in Sharia compliance principles. I would also want to tell you that a lot of our investors have become ambassadors and have been enthusiastically recommending our products to their fellows after the launch. So a lot of our small case investors, since it's a do-it-yourself product, were asking us to give a professional service like a PMS for Sharia investing. And that's why we came up with the ethical PMS. So this is the only ethical compliant PMS product in the industry which is into small and mid cap space. So anyone who is looking to invest a minimum corpus of 50 lakhs into Sharia compliant principles of investing can invest in green ethical PMS.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. Please read all your documents carefully before investing.